and let's start with Kenya Shujaa. You might be wondering why the Olympics is special. Kenya Shujaa will be making a third straight appearance in the Olympics. In the last two editions, they have not gone past the group stages. But in this year's edition, with the crop of the young generation of players, Coach Kevin Wambua is optimistic that the boys will have a podium finish. Coach Kevin Wambua has guided the team back to the World Series and is also going to go to the Olympics with them. I spoke to him to just understand when he took over the team, did he envision he'll get this far? And I also asked him the criteria he used in selecting the team. He has selected a squad of 12 players that will represent Kenya in the Olympics in 2024 in Paris. Spoke to him to just hear what he had to say, the criteria he used in selecting the squad, his thought on returning back to the World Series, and also his preparation as he heads to the Paris Olympics and what he wants to achieve. Let's listen in to what he had to say.
Coach, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for completing 4 weeks of residential camp here. Describe the mood of the team before you head out to the camp.
This is our 4th week and last week of high-intensity training. From here now, we're just going to taper down and focus more on the tactical bit of the game. For us, the mood is high. The players have been pushing themselves and they're pushing each other, so there's a good vibe amongst the players that we can do well in the Olympics.
Congratulations again.
Quite good to us because we met some teams which are very unpredictable. So they helped us in terms of how we adapt to certain teams in games. So for me, I can say it was very good and very important for us in preparations for the Olympic Games. Now that the Olympic Games are here, I think it's just for us to trust our systems and go through our usual process, a game at a time, a game like a final, and see where this journey takes us. If you look at the setup of the team, I think they balance each other quite well. We have some big physical boys in the squad. We have some good playmakers, and we've got some speed out wide. And the most important bit is, as 3/4 of these boys are very young, very coachable, I might say, having been with them throughout the whole season, and the squad just balances itself. For me, it's a good blend because we have some experience. We have a couple of players. We have Onyala, we have Humwa. These are players who have been to an Olympic game, and we have all these other new young players who have the hunger, who have the energy to perform at the highest level of sports, which is the Olympics. So for me, I think this is the best squad I could have picked. Olympics, of course, I mean top 12 teams in the world. No easy feat, highest level of competition. For us, we pulled with Argentina, which was top in the circuit this season. We have Australia, we've played with them a couple of times, and Samoa, which we met in the promotion relegation match in Madrid. There's no easy pools, that's the first thing I might say. All the pools are equally tough. Our approach is quite simple, a game at a time. That's been our approach the whole season, and we are not going to relent right now. First off, we are meeting Argentina. A matter of just belief. We worked too hard to be here, and we deserve to be here. So for us, that's our first final. And we know if we want to get a medal, we have to play at least 5 finals. So for us, that's a first final. We've done our homework on them, and just it's play by play. That's our approach. We just approach the game play by play, have the confidence, have the belief. The boys have worked hard in terms of our fitness with Andrew, and on the technical part, I think we are at a very good place. So it's quite possible that we can get out of our pool and give ourselves a good chance to go all the way to get a medal. For us, I think it's all about the 1%ers, and that's part of our DNA, that's part of our culture, what we always talk about, just making sure we improve the 1%ers every time we're on the pitch. And this is a good opportunity for them to showcase their talent, showcase their skill level, to showcase how much they've grown throughout the year, starting a bit shaky, and how much game understanding they've got, how much experience they've got from playing. So I'm going to back them. At the end of the day, I want them to enjoy, but they also know what's at stake. First of all, our focus is purely on Olympics. We don't want to think about the future that much, but that being said, we know the circuit is around the corner, so Olympics will be a good test for us. We're going to meet most probably, if not all, 3/4 of the teams are going to meet in the circuit. So for us, it's a good test for us to see where we are and what we can improve on and what we can continue working on. They'll be quite helpful. All these guys, Andrew, Louis, Steve, they've been part of the game. So they come with something different. I know Andrew is at SNC, but he has a lot of experience having played and captained the national team for many years. Louis also is a good young upcoming coach, so he has a lot of innovation in him. So I think we balance each other quite well, and they bring in a lot of good things to the team.
Now, let's also look at the conditioning coach, Andrew Amonde. He's Kenya's most loyal servant. He played for Kenya Shujaa. He was the captain when he went to the Olympics as a team captain, but now he's returning to the Olympics as a coach. I spoke to him to also just ask him what has changed since he retired from international rugby, and also what his experience will do to the team. This is what he had to say. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
You are in Tokyo Olympics as a captain, you are going back as a coach.
Yeah.
What has changed since
A lot has changed. I think the game has grown. It has been faster. The boys have become bigger, stronger. So from what I see these boys doing and from what we did, I think we stand a very good chance of going out and presenting ourselves very well. We've worked very hard with these boys. We've tried to mentor them with most of the things that never came our way. So they are not going into an Olympic blindly. They are going with all the feedback that they could get from somebody who has experienced an Olympics, somebody who went out, never succeeded in Olympics, giving them a chance to go out and succeed.
Is Olympics such a big deal for you? If yes, why?
I think Olympic is the epitome of all sports. Everybody looks at it as the top thing. If you're able to go out and achieve, because that is what most of the athletes go out and measure their success on. So if we're able to go out and do well at an Olympics, I think we will have succeeded in a lot of things. First of all, our glory that we are not winning, we are not able to win when we are playing. We can see it in the young guys. So that will mean that we pass something to our next generation. And that would be a proud moment for us.